All right, S500, W220, 2003. Mercedes won't start. This is part two to the video. The first one I showed you what caused the water to get in here. This is actually to fix um, the connector here. Gets corroded and it won't make a good connection. So what I did was I just pulled the wires out. I tried to clean it. No matter how hard you clean it, it's just not good enough for a data bus. So I cut the wires out and I just twisted the wires together here just to show you what happened. The first video showed the car sticking the key in, turning. It didn't crank at all, and that's because I purposely undid one of these wires to interrupt the communication bus, so it wouldn't crank. So now I got them both twisted back together, and the wires, when you stripped them, the wires were black, so I had to take sandpaper and actually sand them down to make a good connection. Because the corrosion, that's 11 volts going through there, and it was generating heat, and heat started oxidizing, turned the wires black. So even after I stripped them, I still had to sand the wires, get back to copper, so I can make a good video, or I'm sorry, make a good connection. So now I have that wired back together, and if you look, where's my key? When you put the key in now, it starts with no problem. All right, so just to show you what was doing. All right, you turn it off, turn it back, just restart it. All right, so just because there's two parts to the video, I'll go ahead and I'm just gonna undo this wire again just to show you that what happens. So if I undo that wire to simulate, hey, it's not making a good connection because of these connectors here got flooded and it create corrosion on those connectors. And now if I put the key back in there, nothing. Right, radio works, lights work, everything else works, but nothing. So that's the issue right there. And actually, you know what, that's weird, that's the first time these have come on automatically. So I may still need to clean up those wires a little bit, but let me see if I can do this here. If I just lay it down, twist it real quick. All right, and then put the key back in it. You just saw it wouldn't start. Now key back in it, and it starts up again. All right, so if you got a problem where it won't start, look at that connector first. Make sure there's no corrosion in it. It's got to have that bus, and that bus has got to have 120 ohms on it. If you wake the car up, your ohms may be crazy for a few minutes. Give it about 5 minutes after you open the door or something like that. Let the car sleep, and then check it. And otherwise, I noticed that even after I turn the car on and turn it off, it goes crazy. It doesn't read 60 ohms. And if you only have 120 ohms, that's no good. You got to have 60. That means you're reading the connectors in both. And then just to illustrate the problem, again, that wasn't in what I'm putting in the first video. Flapper valve was stuck, trash was in there, right? Dumping water into here, even after a normal rain would hit here, come down behind the left-hand fuse box. That rust, that seal is gone out. So I need to fix that seal, probably RTV around the box so water can't get in there. And water was running down in the wires. That's what caused the whole issue. So I hope this helps somebody else out so you don't have to rip your car apart like I did. So later.